Racing action gets underway. Whoa. Gnarly action coming off that gate, but a great drop. One rider down on the inside there, but one rider up and far and away ahead of the rest of the field as Chance Kaiser out of Windham, Kansas on the number 54 takes the hole shot here in the Stasic Hole Shot Award. He is brought to you by Kaiser X. Also,
whoa, sorry. That Yamaha bounced left and right there. It was leading.
Well, Pelkey LLC and slip shot bar to bar. That's Chance Kaiser out of, again, Kansas, I believe, is our early leader. So he's still maintaining this one as they get into the red zone now out of the 10 Commandment section of this race course.
Anytime I think of the Midwest, I think of Greg Albertson game training. He does all that, the training out there. I know that Kyle Regal over at Underground MX, they've got some training going on there. I know down in Texas, Cycle Ranch, Brandon Bebout's taking over that place. They're doing training. There's so many great places to train and ride your dirt bike year-round, like legit facilities. That's just in Texas and Kansas.
Yeah.
Or Oklahoma, excuse me. Rayner's got a place out there.
Georgia and Florida's got a lot. North Carolina,
California's got a lot going on there.
And I tell you, it's pretty awesome to see what these facilities are doing. And
I got the opportunity to go down to Matt Walker's place. He did a Loretta's prep, a month-long camp where he built a Loretta's track, set the motos up, ran it on a schedule. Just crazy the amount of detail they put into these camps to get their guys ready to win championships.
Jordan Bowen moving into the number 1 spot now aboard the 47 of the Dallas, Georgia.
Hey, that's my buddy. His mom cuts my hair. What?
Speaking of Moto X compound.
He's a Moto X guy. Jordan Bowen?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I go to their house like 3 times a month to get my hair knocked out. Look at that. He won Daytona. You announced him down there. He won a championship down there the last 2 years in a row. Jordan Bowen.
Wow.
Dallas, Georgia, my man.
Wow, who was
Good for
that?
you, man.
Colin DeLarco. Did you see him just launch into the screen?
He was airing it out.
Yes, he was. And they're in front of the billboard now. DeLarco back in third behind Gabe Holland.
Jordan Bowen.
Hey, let his mom know if she's here. I need a haircut.
She is here.
I need a haircut.
Kelly Bowen cuts great hair, and she's listening and watching right now.
I've got trimmers.
She's probably got it. It's Kelly Scissorhands Bowen. So this is 250C. This Jordan Bowen.
Yeah.
Barely been racing here for a minute in the C class. So great work, Jordan, to lead a full lap at Loretta Lynn's on this gnarly racetrack that Matt Walker got you ready for at the Moto X compound.
Colin DeLarco in the number 3.
He passed back. He got past, but now he's back in the number 1 spot.
Wow.
Bowen not going to give it up without a fight.
Well, that's what he's taught there at the Moto X compound. That's what it's all about right there.
Yes.
Bowen
back in the number 3 spot, I believe, as he slipped back to 3rd. Yep, on the 14 on the KTM. So new leader, the 65 of Trevor Hazlitt on the gas goes from 4th to 1st, I believe. There's the 41 in the mix there as well. That's Caden Shaw. Look at that, the top 5. A madhouse. The number 91 of Gabe Holland out front. Hazlitt in the number 2 spot. The Kawasaki of Kalen Shaw is 3rd. And Jordan Bowen, my neighbor essentially, right down the road, is in 4th. Good for you, man.
Yeah, and his mom's going to cut my hair.
Yeah, there you go. Colin DeLarco, Kelly Bowen. We've got you a customer here. It's Rodney Tomlin, the other announcer.
The other announcer.
One of 4 announcers here. The head announcer, the chief, my boss, the lieutenant.
Yeah, that's
lieutenant,
me.
There you go. Whoa, Kawasaki rider off the side of the racetrack. And he rejoins us. Doesn't lose a position, doesn't gain one. We're good with that. He's got one.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Gabe Holland in the lead. Now Trevor Hazlitt in 2nd, Caden Shaw, DeLarco in 4th, Jordan Bowen, man, a big mix up there on that lap. That second lap, it's always been, it's all day long traditionally has been very exciting with a lot of changes and a lot of position jockeying, and the amount of lead changes that we've been able to see through the first 2 laps of racing today has been unparalleled, I think, if we look over the history of Loretta Lynn's. Bowen again dropping back to 5th. Chase Gunderson in the number 6 spot. Drayton Smith in 7th. Drew Calloway, the 51, in 8th. Zebediah Brimhall in the number 9 spot aboard the 11. And it's Keegan Rowley, the number 48, rounding out the top 10. Chance Kaiser, who got the hole shot back in the number 11 spot. There that goes. And that's been a tradition today as well.
Kaiser. Jesse James. Or the number 36, or the guy in 36th place.
Oh, yeah,
Jesse
the number 60, Jesse James. Is that the same Jesse James? No, that's a different Jesse James. I was going to say, I thought Jesse was a little, yeah.
So there is the number 65 of Trevor Hazlitt trying to run down our leader, Gabe Holland. I don't know, Rusty Holland's kid? I don't think so. George Holland's kid, the former factory Honda rider.
So 250C Junior 12 to 17, final moto of the day. And as we say, the shadows are certainly long now. I always have to think, though, at this particular point, the sun is down enough that the shadows aren't really even casting much of an issue. The track is a little darker, but with eye adjustment out there, I don't think these riders are really having as much problem as they were maybe 15 or 20 minutes ago, even though there is still a little shadow in some of those ruts. It is working out into their favor, I think, here in the latter part of the day. As we wrap up lap number 3, Holland still out front, Trevor Hazlett. Now Colin DeLarco back up from 4th into a 3rd place position. DeLarco turning a 2:14.238. That was the fastest lap of the top 3, but the fastest lap of the moto so far. And on lap 3, I guess in general, will be Keegan Rowley. Rowley turning a 2:12.4. Where is the number 48? He is in 6th place right now, turning that 2:12. Should be seeing him break the top 5 around Caden Shaw at that pace, and even knocking on the door to 4th place with Chase Gunderson, and we might see him challenging for a 3rd place position by lap's end on lap number 4, depending on how things work out. So the man on the move right now is that 48 of Keegan Rowley. On the KTM, was in 6th, but he's working his way up right now. Holland, Hazlett, DeLarco still 1, 2, and 3. So late in the day, the racing is not any later. I mean, it is great. I mean, these guys are not tired. These guys are chomping at the bit to get on this gate and on this track, and it is proving positive right here. Look at this battle for second. Hazlett, DeLarco, Gunderson. Yeah, and here comes that
off the track almost for the Cowie rider.
Yeah, keeping an eye out for that 48 machine. That's the rider on the move from 6th place right now.
So the number 91 now, there's a theme here. This is a 125 two-stroke, again leading. You're seeing that more and more now here in the 250C junior class. The number 91, Gabe Holland on the 125. It's working, yeah.
So Holland, DeLarco, Hazlett, Gunderson, Caden Shaw, Keegan Rowley, maybe not able to make those advancements after that fast lap time. So he's now dropped to a 2:21, so he must have gone down on that lap. So he's got a lot of ground to make back up. Tough break for the 48, as he was really showing some masterful speeds out here. Colin DeLarco now down into the 2:13 range, just under 2:14, has pulled to within 1.6 seconds of your leader, Gabe Holland, right now. Chase Gunderson's another rider on the move, as he has reeled in Trevor Hazlett, the 65, for that 3rd place position as they roll into the 10 Commandments now and trying to make some gains here. Not as easy as one might think. Caden Shaw back there in the number 5 spot on that 41 machine, keeping them both in check as we head into the red zone. and back towards Storyland here in just a moment out of that 10 Commandments section of this race course.
There's your leader on the two-stroke. That might be a 250. I believe you're right. That looks like a 250. Yeah, it looks bigger. It comes out, got a little bit of a hook to it coming out of the cylinder. But he's got company either way. Colin DeLarco on the Yamaha.
So watching the 250C junior class again, 1.6 seconds separating first and second as the 91 machine under that pressure and under the fire from DeLarco, the Yamaha coming in. He's pulled to within a bike length as we head into the closing moments of this lap of racing. Around the Thor sweeper turn, around the Polysport pond we go. The gap several bike lengths now here in front of the announcer's tower, but still DeLarco well within striking distance as we roll toward the midway point of this race. Actually, probably a little past that as we got 4 minutes. We should be seeing a 2-lap board come out. If not then, it'll be out next time around. And it is out right now, so 2-lap board is out. 2 laps to go for Holland and DeLarco. This is where we need to start getting things done. But look at the lap times, nearly identical. It was Holland with a 2:13.535.
Wow, it is
to a
dead even.
5.63. Yeah, I mean 3 100ths of a second separating him, and Holland was just a little bit faster, so he gains a little bit of time. So still under 2 seconds, though, still within striking distance.
Who was that just absolutely threw the biggest whip mid-pack over that tabletop? He just crushed. They're all doing it. It's the golden hour. They know the Votogs are out there like, bruh, they're all taking pictures on the beach. You're all wearing white like you do with your family on the beach. You're like, bruh, golden hour photos, boys. I mean, it's beautiful. The sun, that golden amber color there.
That is a beautiful.
They all changed to white linen motocross pants. Is that R. Kelly out there on the CR250? Those flowy slacks with the pleats in there. Whoa, I didn't know Alpine Stars made their pants like that. It's crazy.
Wow, check him out. Is that Hazlett? Oh, yeah, Hazlett, I think, is closing up that gap. It was 3 seconds back to that third place position.
There he
He's
is.
looking like he might be a little bit closer himself right now.
There's our second place rider on the Yamaha, Colin DeLarco. There's your leader just in front of him, so this thing is far from over. We know how that goes. You don't write anything down until they cross the line there. Whitegate has done that several times where they'll be like, oh, there's our winner. Nope, it just changed. Kind of frantically try to figure out who your winner, second, and third is. There's your leader, Caleb Holland, getting close to the finish line. And there's our second place rider closing in. Yeah, it's far from over. The Yamaha of Colin DeLarco is on the move.
So Gabe Holland still in control of this, and now 2.2 seconds as they pass the finish line. DeLarco settling into second. Look at that. That's Kate Shaw now up to a third place position. He gets around Hazlett. Hazlett having some
big problems
there. Yeah.
So there's our leader. DeLarco still close. Not sure if we've got the white flag going or not.
Yeah, it's the white flag.
Is it? Okay, so this is it. Last lap, last moto, last chance for DeLarco, and he's coming, folks. There's your leader, and you can see the blue fender jumping into view there on the outside. The 91, the 87. Way different lines there, going super outside on that turn was DeLarco. Holland went way outside, but he went from the inside all the way to the outside. DeLarco's close.
Wow, some of our early front runners like Chance Kaiser there, the Whole Shot Award winner, he's back in the 21st place position.
Man, we're going to need a paving crew out here, a road crew with a grader to come out here and smooth this racetrack out. Anybody work for C.W. Matthews want to jump on a dozer? Good Lord, this place is a wreck. That is a man's racetrack, Rodney Tomlin.
I don't want to have, I wouldn't even want to walk that course.
Blow that ankle, that old ankle of yours couldn't stand it.
My hip, I'd lose the hip for sure.
Yep. They'll put you down like a horse. You lose a hip out here, they just shoot you.
That's why I don't leave the tower.
Put him down.
Or don't go on the track.
No, do not do it. So not much time left for DeLarco if he's trying to put something together to get around this young man, the number 91 of Gabe Holland. Holland with his best lap on that 5th lap, deep in the moto. That tells you he's in shape. If he put his best foot forward 5 laps into the race, not tired. So there he is on the KTM, Gabe Holland.
Wow. Impressive, even for the 250C junior classes today, man. All the classes have been very impressive.
Man, the race has been so good, Rodney. We've got treated to some good stuff.
I mean, is there any way that tomorrow can even be anywhere close as what this has been?
I hope so, man. Makes
You know,
our job easy. It's great.
You know, and that's what I've been, that's the checkers are out, and Gabe Holland takes the Moto 1 win here in the 250C Junior 12 to 17 limited class at Loretta Lynn's in his 40th annual Monster Energy AMA Amateur National Motocross Championship. The final moto of the day. Colin DeLarco will finish up in the number 2 spot, and taking home the bronze in moto number 1 will be the 41 of Caden Shaw. James Grace in 4th. Keegan Rowley in the number 5 spot. Chase Gunderson in 6th. Trevor Hazlett in 7th. Drew Calloway in 8th. Aiden Babin in the number 9 spot. Actually make that JJ Concannon in the number 9 spot, and Aiden Babin rounding out the top 10 as we head down to the podium for one final check with Jason Wygant from our Monster Energy victory podium.
All we got to do is hand out a gold medal, and we'll be wrapped up. That's our final winner of the day. We'll get our medals on up. Yeah, letting the 252 stroke bark. That is legal in amateur racing. 250s race 250s. You'd think you'd see more 2-strokes. It just shows how effective the 4-strokes are, even head-to-head, 250 versus 250. Just looking for my medals here. Just got to find our Moto medals. All right, we found our medals. So to make sure we get our whole shot award correct. Let's hear it for your gold medalist, Gabe Holland. There you go. We want to make sure we gave that to you the right way up on the podium. First of all, what's the 2-stroke like, man? Is it fun?
Yeah, this thing is hard to hold on to, man. It's
yeah.
extremely fast. I love it, though.
Cool.
Definitely.
It hits a little bit, as they say.
Yeah, it definitely hits, that's for sure.
How is that? Here, take a drink. I don't know if that's a sponsor. That's a Yoo-hoo. You wouldn't mind if they want to sponsor you, right?
I would not mind. No, we got them on the bike right here. Trying to get them to sponsor us.
Is that your fave?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Best after drink. Best after moto recovery drink.
Awesome. Okay, who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Jesus Christ, of course. Zach Leary, Maximum Power Sports. Troy Lee Design, Risk Racing, ODI, Aerotron definitely for helping us get here. Micah Metals, DT1 Filters. Hold on, sorry. Ace Sabris, Scott Goggles, and AO1 Designs for getting us some sweet graphics for this race.
Looking good.
And Mr. Stevens, sorry.
Let's hear it for our Moto winner, Gabe Holland. Good stuff. We'll bring second place on up. He was charging right down to the end. Thank you. And making it interesting. That's what we want to see. No giving up in these motos, and every point counts for a championship. You never know. Come on up. Yep. Colin DeLarco taking second place. Come on up front here. Making a charge for the win, man. How was that moto?
That moto is rough. Yeah. That track is beat out there. You know, you're kicking around. You can't get any smooth spots, so it's just stressful out there, you know?
Yep. Happy with second, though?
Yeah, happy. Yeah, it's been a long time coming here. It was a hectic travel up here, you know. Last year I broke my leg trying to qualify, so it was just stressful, and I finally made it.
Yeah. Hey, that's an awesome redemption story, as we say. Who do you want to thank?
First off, I want to thank my mom and dad. They've done everything for me to get here. It's been crazy. My grandparents, my sister watching back home, my cousin, my uncle, Clover Hill Suspension, Nick and Steven, Jake with the moto shop. He got my motor good got it all rebuilt and everything before I came here. All my grandparents, just the whole family for just getting me here. It's been a whole family thing. cycle gear also.
All right. Colin, there he is. You got one more?
Yeah, Dean Diaz with Die 55 and John Sardina.
All right. Let's hear it for our second place finisher. Colin DeLarco. You got anybody? Oh, you just want photos. Okay. Good stuff, Colin. Looking for Shaw, who I believe is our third place finisher. Here it is, third place, Cade Shaw. Come on out here. How was that, Moto?
Dude, it was so rough. I've never rode a track like it. It was a blast, though. I love rough tracks. It always keeps it intense and fun. So, track's amazing, man. Y'all doing an amazing job prepping it.
Don't worry, I talked to a guy in the 40-plus class that said it's the roughest track he's ever ridden. So it's not just you. It's legit. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank, most of all, God for keeping me safe, my mom, my dad, my Mimi and Papa Lewis, Robbie Smith, MX Training, Sofa Gear, Atlas, Mobius Braces, Chris Thies, Hamilton Auto Group, Paul Flat Construction, White Sands Construction, and anybody else that I forgot.
All right, let's hear it for Cade Shaw, third place. Yep.